Previously, on 20 Ways to Die.
Did you hear any names of your attackers?
Yes. His name was the Chopper.
That name sounds familiar.
Did I
In the
recall?
Roadhouse.
Seriously?
They have been following us for a long time.
You walk in and it's like a half semicircle of tables and chairs and the Heroes of Greenest. My lords, my ladies, here are the men we were telling you about. So when last we left our heroes, they were speaking to the Council of Waterdeep, where they talked to these council members, pleaded their case, told them the dangers that the Cult of the Dragon presents, and took a small recess to ponder over their words, and then bring them back in to talk about what would be done next.
Before they come back from recess, Lee wants to approach whoever he thinks looks the richest that was seemed to be on their side.
Oh yeah. I think we all kind of felt like we wanted to approach someone during the recess.
Yeah.
You see that during the recess, most people are keeping their distance from you. Sir Istival is the one that used to be inventor, and he kind of saunters his way over and is talking to you guys and trying to strike up some conversation about, oh, what are you carrying, and oh, what do you use for your side weapon, and what kind of shield is that? And he's talking to you guys and really interested in just kind of the adventuring aspect more than the major events.
I throw my loot in front of his face.
Ah, this is
Look.
cool. What is this?
It's a loot. Look, and I play him a song.
Oh, that kind of loot.
Yeah, I had the same thought.
I'm like, what are you giving him? What?
He's going to go over his poison dagger, explain the concept, adding the chain to it. It gives him reach. It's a weapon he's familiar with.
Ah,
Yeah, but
poison.
my loot, though.
Isn't that a woman's weapon?
Yes.
No, poison is for anyone you want to get the drop on. It is about maximizing your advantages.
Yeah, I have this great sword which I took off of Resmir.
Oh, is that the one you said speaks or is sentient?
Yeah, it's kind of extremely evil.
Hold it for a second. You will have a chance to talk to it.
Oh,
I did that
no.
before.
I will
Okay.
do no such thing. I partied with a guy once that he too had a sentient sword, and let's just say it didn't end well for either of us.
In
Anyway,
what way? Because I'm actually
So-
kind of concerned about this great sword.
Well, I didn't want to go into detail, but when a sword makes your party member go crazy and you must defend yourself, then I can only tell you that the sword may give you some extra power, but is still doesn't make up for years of training and prowess at swordsmanship. So I don't know what got into him, but he attacked us one night, and we unfortunately had to kill our friend.
I assume he was not a paladin, though, who could have extra training to resist such measures, yes?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I am a paladin.
But I
so
mean,
am I.
your friend was not, correct? He was not able to steel his mind against the effects of an evil weapon the way a paladin, such as yourself.
Well, now that you mention it, that is true. Although we tried to give him the teachings of Lathander as much as we could, he was really always against it. But once he got the sword, he did start speaking as if he read the scripture, but not in the same way that we look on it with reverence, but more of looking on it with hate.
I see, but still,
Well, my
it
thoughts
makes
towards
sense.
Aminater have not changed since I picked up this blade.
Ah, that is good. Good to hear.
Anyway, as wonderful as most of our equipment is, we are a little bit lacking. There are a few items we need that would assist us in
Oh well, look, they're
pursuing
calling
this
us back
mission
into
further.
the chambers. let us go in then, gentlemen.
Real quick, just real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Lee,
Just
Lee, Lee, Lee,
there's a shop.
Lee.
I need you to.
Let it
There was a
go.
little incident today, but I
Let
need
it
to.
go.
Just,
You
real quick, I
you
just
feel like
assume-
Braum and Aravan like kind of pulling you away from him as you're trying to like plead your case.
Lee, we can
So as
sell
soon as-
my diamond, and maybe that'll.
I want
As they started
the
talking about
asshole to
equipment and
realize
stuff.
we are really part of with Council of Waterdeep. I want council member to walk down there and tell them. I want those boots for this man
Lee,
who is
the
working with.
council is secret. Did you not figure that out yet?
Okay, fine. Lord Neverwinter then, or well, no, Never Ember. He can go. That is good enough for me. I want to rub that dog's face in
I
it
will
and realize
slap
he was.
Calm down.
哎呀，都
So-
怎么呀，把我气死了。
As soon as he came over and started talking about equipment,
Uh-huh.
I will be leaving the conversation and sauntering up to Hornblade and striking up a conversation with him if he's not busy reading that book.
Okay. Also, Grimmett, there's something that you noticed that I just whispered to you. So, but after you kind of break away from him, who do you go to talk to?
Hornblade, the wizard.
Hornblade the wizard. Okay.
The one who's so eager to read something written in Infernal.
Yeah, you see that he's been thumbing through the pages of the Infernal book, and he looks up. And he's like, yes, a fellow caster, I see.
Yes.
What did you learn from this
I just
book?
wanted to give a formal introduction. We haven't really formally introduced.
Yes, and he gives you
My
like
name
a
is-
weird left-handed shake where he just kind of grabs your left hand, squeezes it, and then goes back to reading the book. This is remarkable. What did you glean from it?
Well, I don't naturally speak Infernal, so I could only glean basic information from it. I had to use arcane means to read the book.
Oh, right. Then, well, it's always important to be able to see what you're about to grab and pick up, I suppose.
Yes.
Nothing a
yes.
spell can't fix, right?
I missed which faction you were part of.
Well, I represent Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon.
Yes,
Never heard of that faction before.
it is
I
a
think that's
city.
Oh,
Yes.
city.
I suppose you haven't wandered around the north, then?
No, I've stuck most to the south. You see, I'm a traveling merchant by trade. And obviously, now I'm an adventurer, which has
Lovely.
been very rewarding.
Oh, look, they're calling us back in.
Yes,
Let us
yes.
speak more inside. And he goes in,
Let's
and
go.
you guys file in, and kind of settles for a minute, and then you notice that there's somebody new at the council, and she. Hold on.
It sounds like Floristan's job. Da, 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 da.
Right?
She is she's also dressed in magician or wizard robes, and she's a human female, and she looks to be very kind of regal looking. So she kind of has an air of authority about her, but in this particular room, you see that because everyone probably outranks her or whatnot, she's like her countenance is softening a bit, like she's not, she doesn't need to look down on these people because these are her superiors. But either way, she is holding her own amongst all the leaders of the factions, and she's standing in the center as you guys all file in, and Lord Neverim is like, this is Lady Dala Silmerhelve. She is from right here in Waterdeep, and she has something to share with the council. Lady Silmerhelve, please, you have the floor. And Lady Silmerhelve turns to everyone, and she pauses for a second, and she says, I'm sure some of you have noticed the disturbance in the air recently. And a couple nods, and then Brahm's still kind of rubbing his temple a little bit, and he gives a nod. But you see that there's like 3 or 4 people in the room that are kind of looked confused. And she says, yes, well, this disturbance that's been sensed all across the Sword Coast is known as the Drakhorn. And with that, Sir Istavel kind of pops up, and you see Hornblade also, like he completely stops jotting notes, and he looks up, and it's like, the Drakhorn, is it true? And she says, yes, it is an ancient device whose sounding alerts dragons across Faerun that great events are unfolding. It's impossible to say what the sounding means, but the dragons can hear it clearly, and they will eventually answer its call. And Braun Anvil, he says, what do you mean, answer its call? What kind of dragons? All the dragons, not only the chromatic, but also the metallic too. All dragons hear it. King Melindrak looks down from his nose a little bit and is like, So you say that the Drakhorn is calling all the dragons, and where would they be calling them to? And Lady Silmerhelm says, why, that's what we must find out. If they are being called, and if this cult of the dragon is on the rise, then perhaps they are in possession of this Drakhorn. It's an item of immense power. All dragons must answer its call, regardless of their color.
Must answer their call by going to this location, I take it.
Yes, that is what the true nature of the horn is for. In times of danger, the dragons can hear it clearly and come to its aid. Lord Neverember looks at you guys and he says, is this something that you guys have encountered in your travels?
No.
I have no familiarity with this.
And Lady Haventree, what do you know of this? And Lady Haventree says, This is the first I've heard of it. We do not know about this Drakhorn. Interesting. And you, King Melindrench, you say that you are familiar with this item? Yes, I have some familiarity with it. And she speaks the truth. Dragons must answer its call. But if it is in the hands of the cult of the dragon, then perhaps they are using it for nefarious purposes. And then Sir Esteval is like, ugh! Well, if it's dragons that are coming, then we can take them down, I'm sure. Well, I have no problem fighting a dragon. Fought plenty in my past.
Fighting one dragon is one thing, but this sounds like we're talking about hundreds, thousands of... How many dragons are there?
Hey, put your sword back in its sheath, Sir Esteval. This is not that kind of fight. You'd go rushing forth by yourself. Finally, these adventurers speak the truth. Lady Silmerhelm, thank you very much for your information. And if you have anything else, any other information to give us, please let us know.
I have a question. How did you hear about this? How do you know? What are your credentials? What are
Lady Silmerhelm is kind of like getting escort, and she turns as you're like, I have a question, and she turns and she says, my methods are my own. Please understand that I cannot reveal my sources. And Lady Haventree kind of speaks up, and she's like, yes, we understand. We must sometimes keep our own secrets. Thank you, Lady Silmerhelm. Thank you for this information. And she's let out. And then when you ask that, you look back and you see that the dwarf and Onthar and one of the fighters, he's kind of like, they all wanted to. They were like leaning in when you asked that question, and they have kind of a sour look on their face, and the rest of the nobles are just like, yep, everyone keeps their secrets, but these three seem to be like, ugh. They're kind of like, not doesn't sit well with them. So, with the sounding of the Drakhorn, we must speak of what is next, what we must do to find out what this cult's plans are. You adventurers, you have been on the precipice of every encounter with them and their movements for the last couple of months. Where are they heading?
We know from... Well, I don't know, but I think it was Grimmeth that was in the mind of the the leader guy, and we know they were in the mountains, and we have the name of the place, I think.
We know that Verum the White is in the northern mountains.
That is good to know. And Lady Haventree, can you confirm this? And Lady Haventree says,
Yes, that is, I believe, where he was spotted before. Our last was at the northern mountains, but we do have new information that Verum the White could be on the move.
but what about the Drakhorn? Shouldn't we talk about that? And it's Hornblade from the corner, and he's like, if it is the Drakhorn, and I'm sure we've all heard it, and a couple nods, and then other people are like kind of shaking their heads no, and he's like, well, no consequence, but we should focus on the Drakhorn, not this Verum the White. He's nothing compared to a magical item as powerful as this. Surely you all know that the Drakhorn was also last seen in the Sea of Moving Ice up north, way beyond the spine of the world, and over in where all the glaciers lay. That is where it's said to reside. You, a wizard, you would know that, do you not, from your studies? They are still teaching that, are they not?
It's calling you out, Brock.
Nope. I did not know that. I did not learn my wizarding ways from a school. I am self-taught.
Well, what
Years and years of practice.
what Hornblade says is true, and King Melon Branch is talking again. It was last known to be in the Sea of Moving Ice up north, but who knows if it is still there. And Anthar speaks up, and he says, well, if it's up there, then we should go up there and find it and get it out of the hands of the cold, if that's what's going on. And Delan Winterhound, the ranger, half-elf ranger, stops, and he says, getting up past the spine of the world, even further north than Icewind Dale, is no small feat.
Perhaps not normally, but Blagothkus desires revenge against the cult. He wishes to see the cult brought down and destroyed. I do not believe that he would be resistant to coming with us and allowing us to use his castle as transportation, so long as we are, in fact, moving against the cult.
What's that? Yeah, Bagakus is the cloud giant. And then there's like, yes, right. You would use this giant to get up on the spine of the world. Do you trust him?
I see no reason not to. He certainly has a legitimate reason to hate the cult, and we avenged his children's death.
Look, I'm from Mithril, and I take your words well, and if he is an ally, then that's great. But to send these men up into the Sea of Moving Ice is suicide. Surely we have better information than just the Sea of Moving Ice. And Hornblade is like, well, yes, we do. It is the last known location, but there is someone that could perhaps tell us more about it. I can only think of Macath the Crimson. I mean, he's a tiefling sorcerer, and sometimes a little eccentric, but no one alive knows more about it than her. Perhaps we could meet with her and also talk to her group, the Arcane Brotherhood. They could help us out. Maybe she would know. What do we know about the Arcane Brotherhood? Well, the Arcane Brotherhood operates separately, and they have not caused any harm as far as I've known. Does anyone else disagree? And a couple heads shake, and people like, never heard of them. But yeah, not that I know of. Well, then the Sea of Moving Ice is one path we can perhaps take. Lady Haventree, you said that you are locating Verum the White, and do you know if he is in possession of a dragon mask?
Yes, I believe that he does still carry the dragon mask. What do you gentlemen know about what masks are in whose hands?
We do know that he was carrying the White Dragon mask, and he was the one we initially were attempting to remove the mask from in our alliance with Talus.
That's right. Talus.
So perhaps if we could retrieve that one, we can make a trade with Talus and get the Black Dragon mask in return. That is, after all, that is the mask she originally wished to be the possessor of.
And
Yes,
you would give this Talus the White 2 masks?
No, I say we trade. We give her white, we take back black. Is black stronger or no? I don't care. Is it maybe you want us to keep white instead? We can keep white instead.
Throw them in the forge, let them melt. Destroy them when you get them.
Agreed.
Or we could trade white for black, melt black. We'll get back to melting white.
Oh no!
once
Please,
we've
please do
melted
not
all
do
the
that to the
others.
mask. No, we must study them. We cannot just melt everything down and destroy wondrous magic items.
I get a mixed message. Maybe you guys can figure out path you want us to take, and we can pursue that. In the meantime, have I mentioned that there is a shop that is very rude to its customer?
Lee, not the time.
Okay, we talk about that later. We talk about that.
Yeah,
later.
you're losing the
Sorry.
crowd. These guys haven't shopped for themselves in years.
Look. Here's the point. Lagothkus desires the cult's destruction. You say that there may be an alternate source of information. Correct?
Yes, this Makath the Crimson. She would know. She had devoted her life study to the study of the Drakhorn.
And where is she?
Well, she, I believe, is up north and near Icewind Dale, if memory serves correctly. But the Arcane Brotherhood is who she represents, or the group that she's a part of, and they would also perhaps have some answers for us.
And can we contact them?
Contact, yes. Well, I'm not sure if we have any contact with them at the moment, but I'm sure we could. We can definitely reach out in some fashion and get a hold of them.
Okay, so the question's this. It will take time to get in contact with the Arcane Brotherhood, but it sounds like the location that we would have to search without the information would be extremely large. So it sounds like our best option is to contact the Arcane Brotherhood, get this information, find this source of information, and then go after the Drakhorn.
Yes, that sounds reasonable. And one of the other guys, well, I mean, if you're going after Drakhorn, then that's great. But what if this Varum the White? We let this other leader of the cult slip through our fingers?
No, we go after Varum. If we want information on the cult, it's best to come from a source that's high-ranking within it.
So,
We don't know where Varum the White is.
We do have very good intel that he will be at a certain location, or that he was traveling towards a particular location, and I believe we would be able to get the drop on him.
which location is that? Is it perhaps on the way north?
I believe it is not.
Now, I am not perhaps the most intelligent member of party, but I would say it makes sense to me if there is one person on the move and we only know their location for a limited time, perhaps that should be the priority.
I
Perhaps
agree.
while we are addressing that, someone else can reach out to this other group to get a more specific location for us to then head north to after we have encountered Varum with this limited opportunity we have been given.
Any information would be helpful, but I don't know how helpful it will be for long. It is called the Sea of Moving Ice.
Do they build castle on ice? I don't imagine they move on ice. The ice is move, yes. It's like passing by while you sit on land, no?
I don't know, but I agree with you that Varum should be our priority.
So where are
That-
we ambushing Varum?
Well, that information I will give you once we've decided on our course of action.
We have decided on this course of action. So now, where is Varum?
Have we not? Is there any dissent? Is there anyone who believes we should go directly for the Drakhorn?
Well, if the
I don't know.
Draghorn is
We
in
are
the hands
hot.
of the cult,
I mean-
then I believe we should wrest it from them. And
that's King Melandrach, and Hornblade is like, yes, the Draghorn is.
You guys are not adventurers. We are not talking to you. This is a decision between our party members.
No.
Those of us who are actually going to,
No.
those of
Shut
us
up,
who are
Lee.
actually going to put our life online. I think
Shut
we
up,
get to
Lee.
make that decision.
Shut up, Lee.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of dirty looks, especially from
We are
some of
definitely
the
talking to
fighters.
them. We definitely want input from them.
They can buy input with equipment and gold.
No.
Now, let me tell you about the shop.
Lee.
I still think we should make decision. They can give input, okay, but ultimate
No.
decision is us. It is our life on the line.
Lee, you are
We're all
talking to
making
rulers.
decisions right now.
Lee, you are talking to representatives from powerful factions in the region. Rulers
Who need
of
our
cities
help?
and their
Who need our
delegates.
help? Do not sell yourself short, my friend. We are the sparks of the revolution. We are the heroes of Greenest. We are the adventurers who will destroy this cult because we are badass.
Yeah! And then Arthur like starts to clap, and then no one else claps, and then he sits
No, I
back
join
down.
him. I join him.
I point at him like that's what I'm talking about right there. Yep.
Oh God. God.
And
please.
So-
Lady Haventree is like,
yes, please excuse my friends, but they are right. The decision is ultimately theirs of where they will go. Perhaps, Master Hornblade, you will find a way to reach out to the Arcane Brotherhood, and I can send these men off to capture Varum the White.
and you hear Conrad Braunamble like, capture. Better to just kill him.
Well, surely it's better to capture him. We can kill him after we capture him.
And one of the fighters next to him is like, you do know Varum's been reported to be a dwarf, right? And then Braunamble like softens a little bit. He's like, well, dwarf or Durgar? Dwarf. Well, perhaps bringing him in for some questioning would be the proper course of action then.
Kill him while he wears the white dragon mask and wrench it from his dead corpse.
Ah, King Melandrach. That's pretty descriptive. I think that should the opportunity arise to capture a leader of the dragon cult, then we will take it. But these men are the ones going into the field, and they can make that judgment when the time comes.
Well, we have a party that just likes to kill everybody for no reason, so we'll see what happens.
He will be brought back in.
Okay,
questioning.
Florisan, please stop. Please stop giving crap for that. They were
He will be-
vampires. Come on.
I agree that capturing him and questioning him is the best course of action.
Well, these are the Heroes of Greenest, and if they kill the guy, they kill him.
Well, no, we can learn a lot from him. We don't have to simply kill all of our enemies.
We will make attempt to take him alive, but
Yes,
we will not make promise. That is that simple.
It's not always easy to take a hostile enemy alive, especially when they themselves are quite powerful. And if he's anywhere near as powerful as Resmir the Black was, it certainly will be difficult.
Even though we did capture her, I don't know how she ended up dead. I forget what happened with that.
That's a good question.
It was a mystery. Scientists have yet to agree.
Brom gives Floristan like the look.
Look, that was
All Brom
different.
does. That's all Brom does. Have to give everyone the
He
look.
has a history of killing people for no reason. Everyone is such a
Yep.
terrible person. I stab
Yep.
Resmir around. And I am in no way a hypocrite.
Well, I agree with this decision. We will chase Varum, and Hornblade shall look into the Draghorn.
Right. That settles it then. We will try to Master Hornblade, you will try to contact the Arcane Brotherhood, see what they know of the Draghorn, and our adventurers here will use Lady Haventree's information to capture Varum the White, if possible. if he is unable to be captured, then I'm sure they will still be able to bring good information back about the Cult of the Dragon and their plans.
Absolutely.
So please, Lady Haventree, you are welcome to use this room. Those of us who need not attend this can part ways. Adventurers.
Just before you go, one question about logistics.
He's not used to getting cut off. So as you're talking, he's like waving his hand, like yes.
I get castle is slow and not sneaky and takes up a lot of wizard power. Maybe we have alternate transportation that is more subtle.
Of course, we will see to your transportation, Lady Haventree. You know who my ward is. Speak to him, and they will set you up. With that,
also, there is a shop down at.
Please shut.
So Lord Neverember,
so hard.
he like turns and his guards flank him, and he walks out, and a couple other people start filing out, and Lady Haventree's like, Sir Istival, a moment, please, and he sticks back. He's the guy that used to be an adventurer, and the room empties out, and it's just Lady Haventree, Sir Istival, and then Leosin actually gets to come back into the room after all the other people have cleared out, and she's like, yes, Sir Istival, this is actually our information shows that Varm the White will be heading towards your region, over to the Serpent Hills. Do you know of it? Yes, I know of the Serpent Hills, but nothing's there but ruins and swampland. Why would he be heading there?
We're not completely sure, but we do know that he was headed there and rumored to be looking for something in the area.
If these guys need to go to Serpent Hills, then I can make sure they take the right pass through the High Moor and get there in a good time. I would recommend going down the Tradeway and then from Borskir Bridge heading north. That would be the easiest path. The High Moor itself is treacherous at times.
There we go, yeah. So, by the way, I should point out, the castle is in no way slow. We crossed a distance that took us like a month to travel in like a week.
Yeah, but it is also, like, huge and very obvious.
And it's not the easiest thing to get going either.
No, Grimmeth still has, like, points of exhaustion we need to fix.
Yeah, you get
I
your
need
book
some
back,
rest.
Grimmeth.
Okay. I will. Yes, I was gonna say I'll stop him as he's walking out the door.
Oh, yes, this was yours. Here you go.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thank you. Good day to you.
So yeah, in my mind, the optimal solution would be to find some powerful wizards to fly the ship while we go to the
Yes.
Serpent Hills.
Maybe discuss with the Mages Guild and see if they are interested.
Can get powerful wizards to just teleport us, or they can lend us a griffin or something like that.
Well, Istival, how did you get here from your region? Were you already in the area, or were you en route?
I took the
Did you
tradeway
teleport?
from Daggerford up here.
So not far, actually.
No, like I said, if you stick to the road or the trail, I believe that would be the quickest course of action. And
Yes, we passed by before, actually. On our way up from Baldur's Gate, we took the tradeway.
Right. So there's actually a second problem with not taking the castle, which is that Lagofkus doesn't want to hang around outside Baldur's Gate.
He doesn't.
Waterdeep.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he wants to get going.
I mean, we're gonna be going up north in a little bit. We don't need to take the castle everywhere.
Right, but if we're going to the Serpent Hills, that's like a month's journey.
Well, it's like a 10-day journey. Maybe 2 10-day.
At least 2 10-day.
And then Leosin speaks up like, yes.
So then we will figure out the right path. Thank you for your help, Sir Estival, and please pass on my regards to Daggerford.
And Sir Istophel like nods and gives like
Actually, Sir Istival, I wanted to inquire about your cane. It looks quite exquisite.
Ah, yes.
What is that made of?
Well, this is the bone of a green dragon, and he got the best of my leg, and I decided to use one of his bones as a cane, so a little poetic justice, if you will.
It's quite ironic. Well, I look forward to seeing with you again.
Yes, Lathander keep you. And he walks off, or, with his cane.
Huh? What? Hi.
Hello.
Brahm is also a cleric of Lathander.
Hey, me, over here. I like Lathander.
Look at me.
Oh, no, that's Lee stomping around about some shop.
Who do we need to talk to about equipment around here? There is a shop. Who do I talk to? Who is going to equip us?
Leosin closes the door after Sir Istavel walks out, and he's like, yes, so the information we found is that there is a Borskir Bridge is actually the landing point where I think you guys should start. Traveling there, and then from there, getting up to this ruins in Serpent Hills.
We can do 100 miles in a day in the castle?
Yeah, the 4th level spell, but I've got to do cast off and rise and go north 100 kilometers or 100 miles
And Leosin, how do we know that Verum is heading in this direction?
Well, Lady Haventree, that is the good news. That is the news of note that it's rumored that Verum the White has lost his dragon mask, and he's seeking to recover it.
Oh,
Lost
how
his
very
dragon
interesting.
How is that even possible? Well, we don't know for certain, but we think someone may have stolen it right from under him.
Lee nods with a very impressed, I'll be damned. I should have thought of that.
But I believe that Borskir Bridge will be the best place to find information and see if you can get the whereabouts of this ruins he's looking for. I know it's Anurian, but I don't know exactly which ones there are. The Serpent Hills is littered with them. But you must be careful.
Now, do we know who stole his mask? It seems like they might be just as formidable a foe as he himself is to do so.
Well, we're not. I've talked to some of the wizards and tried to get some scrying magic to find where this mask has gone, but it's being hidden from even scrying magic.
That's a powerful foe, to say the least.
We might need stronger equipment to battle such a foe.
Lee?
I mean, for all of us, not just me. I mean, I'm glad you are thinking of me. Yes, I do as well. Yeah.
I'm sure we would all love strong equipment, but that's just not necessarily in the cards right now.
This is Council of Waterdeep. These are the most powerful people in one of the most powerful city in all of Faerun. How do they send us on assignment unequipped, under-equipped? Then that is only hurting their own cause.
Well, what would you suggest? We are stretched thin right now at the moment, but Lady Haventree, what say you? And she says, Leosin, I will leave the means to equip these gentlemen, but give them the full backing of the Harpers, and if we need to stretch further, then it must be done.
Lee claps his hands gleefully.
Report to me tonight, Leosin, and after you got these men situated. And she bows to you guys, a slight curtsy, and she's like, good day to you all, and please be safe.
Just watch, Lee. You're gonna finally get your hands on those boots, and you're gonna turn them over, and they have a label on the bottom. Display model only.
Now it's a little late, but could I insight check her?
No, it's way too late.
No. Okay. Only thinking
Now you'd be checking of whether she wants you to be safe or not.
This seems suspicious. Why does she want to equip us? What's going on here?
Why is she agreeing with Lee?
No.
It's quite
Something must be wrong.
quite suspicious.
So, you're left in the room with Leosin, and the door shuts, and he's like,
Right. So, would you use the castle to travel to Serpent Hills, or will you be going the traditional way, down the tradeway to Borskir Bridge?
Well, the castle will be a lot faster, but much less discreet.
Perhaps we simply take it most of the way, and then last few miles we do by horse or something. If you can
Perhaps we
provide
should
us with something.
speak. Perhaps we should speak with Blagovkas. What he has to say about it. It is his castle, after all.
Did you not just say he wishes to proceed?
He does, but who says this is the way in which?
Yeah, I think he'd be down.
I mean, he left us in charge of it.
Well then, you have your decisions to discuss and figure out what happens, but was said to have gone towards the Borskir Bridge first, and from there, hopefully, you'll be able to pick up his trail.
I think that we can. I think that if we take the castle, probably be faster than going on by normal means. Even if we stop a while away and proceed, and even if we take a couple days to let Grimmeth rest up and remove his exhaustion after we get there.
Yes, that's another issue. I'm super exhausted from this thing, and probably will gain a lot more exhaustion in the process of moving this castle.
I don't suppose you have a wizard among your numbers who could travel with us.
We unfortunately do not have that. We rely on the subcontracting out of the Mages Guild.
We don't have the funds to hire a wizard.
Do we have the funds to purchase a few 4th level spell scrolls?
Perhaps when I get winged boots, we can find you Amulet of Health, and that will make you stronger for this powering the castle.
Actually, hold on. I still have an elixir of health.
Were we given any timeline on when we need to get there? Because it seems like if we could get there by horse, then we should have plenty of time to get there and rest as well.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to ask.
He was last spotted
Lady.
at the bridge, so I think
Heaven Tree. He was last spotted at the bridge. So
yeah. So
I was going to ask how
we can
recent
get there.
the information.
Yeah, the quicker we can get there, I think the better the trail will be. So, all right. So I think that's our best option. So early in the morning, we'll head out.
Yeah.
Do you have exhaustion now that we need to fix?
I have 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay, well we
One
can.
by the time we.
Yeah, and then Floristan can handle.
How
The
much
first
does it
bit.
cost to get a greater restoration?
It's a 5th level spell.
If we go and finish something, I can do it.
If we just level up, we can definitely do it.
That's what I mean. So let's go finish something, and I
It
can
has a
solve that
component
problem.
cost though. It costs 100 gold pieces.
Oh boy, I can do that. I can only do that 17 times. The longer we sit here, the colder the trail is going to get. If that's what it's going to take, if it's going to give us some sort of advantage, let's do it.
Agreed.
Right? But I'd rather get on him, right? I mean, there is always tomorrow, as the Lord says it. But
Lord Lathander.
that's exactly what he says. There is always tomorrow. The sun will always rise again. But
The sun will come out tomorrow.
You bet your bottom dollar it will.
So, I mean, taking a couple of days to get Grimmeth back up to full strength is, I think, a necessity.
There's no need to rest now. If he hits 3 exhaustion, he ends for the day, and he rests. Some days, it's fair to say, he won't get
Okay.
any level of exhaustion.
It's currently like 7 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 p.m. We probably wouldn't be leaving now. We'd leave in the morning.
So regardless, I think we should. If at the earliest we leave tomorrow, I think we should leave the day after. Give us some time to maybe do some research about where we're going. They said ruins. Maybe we could figure out what kind of ruins there are there.
Hi.
Things like
There's also some research that I need to do about these new female characters that were just introduced.
Research is for nerds. Let's just go.
Do we actually
And
know
then
where
Lee
we
has
can
some
research
research
these?
to do with lock picking as well, I assume.
I'm expert at that. I just need to case the joint, as they say.
Lee,
You are not going back to that store. I am not leaving.
Lee,
you are not going back to
you
that store because I do not.
You
want
still don't have a price. You still don't have a price for the boots.
Exactly.
Maybe you can afford it.
It's principle now. He
But
treat me
you're-
like I am
but-
low life. I am.
No,
going
I
to-
agree though. No,
Do
you're
it,
buying it through a
Remember, there's
proxy
also
though. You're
that
not
like,
going.
floating eye thing in the shops, so it's probably not a
It will
good
catch me.
idea.
It will
No.
catch me. Give finger to eye as I
That was
steal
the
boots
one.
and disappear.
You didn't see a. We didn't see an eye in the.
Well,
in the
because
boot
no one
shop.
casted magic in that shop.
So there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's go.
No. I have to put my foot down here. We cannot risk. We cannot risk.
Delays.
No,
Delays,
you're right. You're right. You're right.
If it was productive, absolutely. But what's going to happen is that you're going to go in there. They're going to raise the price because you were rude to them. You're going to haggle over the price some more, and you're going to end you up back in jail. And we don't have Leosin to come bail you out again.
I know. Now we have the Lord Never Ember himself.
No,
We have
no.
Heaventree. We have Bromanville. We have
We
Froome. I have so many people to back me up now. I am large and in charge.
We need to prove ourselves first by getting a job done.
We have done lots of job already.
We
Besides,
have done.
it's fine
besides-
that Leosin was just approved to use Hopper funds to get whatever we need.
travel wise, and
That is part of travel.
supply-wise.
I am traveling in my boots.
You were traveling in a flying castle.
I need flying boots for flying castle. It makes sense.
Here's what I think we should do. If we have a plan for where to research, we should go research. Otherwise, we should cast off tonight. At minimum, Florestan, cast off and raise the castle.
But
Then
casting
what-
off and raising doesn't do us any good unless we're moving it, because then we're just floating in the wind.
But it means we don't have to cast off and raise tomorrow.
But it also means that we could move 60 miles north and lengthen our travel by one.
But we can't anchor every night.
No, but we're also moving enough that it's.
If only we had enough wizards to really push this castle.
All right, you nerds go do research. I have personal business to take care of. We rest for the night, and
No, Lee.
Lee, how about you come back with the castle? I'm gonna go talk to God.
okay, I go back to talk to Bagathis, tell him our plans. You guys do your nerd research, and we rest for the night, and then we go in the morning.
I'm down. I like it.
Okay. Heroes of Greenest on 3. 1, 2, 3. Break.
Heroes of. Oh shit.
We should probably come up with a better name.
The Revolutionaries.
Here.
We have
What
inspired.
a revolution!
Yes, we have. We have inspired lizard folk to revolt against cult. We have inspired the Cloud Giant and his people to revolt against cult. We are revolutionaries. We are going to turn the whole of Faerun against the cult. We will revolt against them.
I think the cult is a revolution. So we're
Ah.
counter-revolutionaries.
Whatever. Fine. We are counter-revolutionaries.
So the FBI.
We are iron fist of government, crushing any uprising.
We are the cult breakers. We are the...
We can come up with a name later. We need to get stuff done.
Okay. All right. So we're all set. Lee's gonna go back to the castle. You nerds go wherever.
Back to the castle.
Oh, you are too. Yeah.
I mean, we can hit up the Mages Guild and get rid of this goddamn Goodberry.
No one's gonna take that from me,
I
man.
still have it, and it's written as scroll of goddamn Goodberry in my inventory.
Don't you want
Yeah,
it?
you're gonna have to take that to a small town where they're impressed by that kind of thing.
Seriously.
Oh shit! I should have gave it to the ranger.
Yeah.
You can actually use it.
They'll probably be like, I don't need this shit. This is simplistic. I could do this all day.
I mean, Mages Guild would be a little interesting to go check out.
Is there like a library or?
I'm sure. I've also got Merchants Guild here in town.
They might have a better idea of the town we're headed to, at least the bridge or whatever.
Maybe. If there's going to be a library anywhere, it'll be the Mages Guild.
Let's head off there.
Let's go. Maybe I'll even join it. Who knows?
All right.
So Lee, I guess we'll head off to the castle. Who's going with him?
Oh, this is where Brom has a hard time because he knows that he's not going to the castle.
Hey.
Oh, don't worry.
Insight.
Get the insight check that. Come on.
Sure, I will definitely insight check that. Let's go.
God damn it.
Yep. Let's get them rolling.
I'm gonna.
Fuck.
That is a bad roll.
I'm gonna inspire Lee.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Versus my insight check.
It's 1d8, I think, for inspiration.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go to the castle. Oh, you need to go to the bathroom first? Go ahead.
Ooh, a 1. Nope.
Okay.
You got a little bit inspired.
So Brom's got a 19 versus Lee's 14.
So I guess that means you're escorting me back to the castle to make sure everything goes fine.
Escorting you back to the castle, even though I really, really, really want to go to the library. having you in a room.
I mean, you don't.
No. You don't need to go with him to the castle. Just leave him with me.
Library sounds very interesting. Go to the library. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself.
Leave him with me. I'll be fine. I think I can handle Lee.
Yeah, like you're handling the sword very well. No, I'm gonna go with Lee.
No. Hang on.
I mean, to be fair, he has handled the sword very well.
I am handling the sword very well. I haven't
Kill
killed
them
anyone.
all.
He's not even holding it.
He
Wield
says,
me. Kill them all.
You're not going to be happy till I break this sword, are you?
I'm not gonna be happy until that sword is gone. It's literally telling you to kill your allies, the people who have helped you get this far.
Yeah.
Why? And you're okay with this?
No, I'm ignoring it.
This conversation's happening as we're walking to the Mages Guild, please.
All right, so you guys leave the the Lord's Palace building, and as you're exiting, who's going to the Mages Guild, and then who's going to the castle?
I'm taking Lee to the castle.
I don't need babysitter.
Grimmeth and Brom are going to the Mages Guild. I don't know if Floorstan's coming or where he's going.
Yeah, where are you going, Florstan?
Floorstan's got his own adventures. Just kidding.
Florstan
No.
is coming with Lee and I to the castle.
Okay, well now I'm not because
Come here, boy. No,
I
come
do
with us.
not take orders.
Floor
I'll
stand,
go.
come.
I'll go with the mages. I'll go to the mages. Go.
Okay. So you guys kind of split a little bit, and Lee and Airvan, you're walking like side by side going down the street.
Seriously,
Talk
Lee,
about-
you have to get over those goddamn boots.
It is not about the boots now. It is about the fact that that man insulted me.
You tried to rob him.
I did not try to rob him. I tried to explain I was
Well-
an important person, and he should assist me in my adventures to save all of Faerun. There was no lie in that.
You tried to con him.
It was not a con.
Well,
Are we not heroes? Are we not attempting to stop a cult who could potentially destroy whole world?
is it really dependent on that though?
Every advantage help.
I'm sorry, you two are talking. I'm not there.
Well, you guys are still within range. Like you can yell at each other from down the street.
No one asked you, Foster. Shut up. Go find your new girlfriend.
I don't really think that you were being honest enough with him. I think you were trying to use Floristan's position to make a profit.
That is what positions are for.
No, that is not what positions are for.
positions are for wielding your power responsibly for the good of the common people.
The good of heroes is good of common people because it allows heroes to better protect common people.
Li Ba Long, I have found you, you traitor.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck?
And as you're walking down the street, a man steps out.
Are we gone by now?
Same
No.
dude I saw from before.
You guys
The
aren't.
party's
No,
with us.
you haven't seen this guy before, but you do recognize his face a little bit through his helmet.
Who's
And
this moron?
He's holding like a pole arm, and it's a glaive, and it has a large blade on the end, and you see him standing on the roof of this building as he's calling out to you, and then he steps out and he just steps on the air.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then steps out in front of you, and he's stepping down onto the air as he lands, and he's wearing the winged boots that you've wanted so bad.
Good news, Lee. I think you get your winged boots.
You cannot run anymore, Lee. Come,
Lee
meet your
yells
destiny.
out. Lee yells out, "Who is running? Bring it!"
So is this a single combat thing, Lee, or are you glad to have my help?
I got these.
Oh, okay.
Brahm, Floristan, and Grimmeth, you guys are within earshot, so you've heard this, but it will take you a full turn to get to where
Okay.
Aravan's standing.
Okay.
So we all roll an
Okay.
initiative?
Yeah,
Yep,
you
okay.
guys can all roll initiative as
Initiative
well.
for this.
Or you guys could be like, "Ah, shit. What's Lee's problem now? Let's just go to the library."
Lee said he doesn't want help.
So I rolled 19.
I think this is the first time I've ever rolled the top
Actual.
initiative.
Man, this really is a squeaky wheel gets the grease thing, huh? Lee has his magic chain and his super dagger. Or I guess
My
that's
chain
the
isn't
same
magic. My chain's normal.
Yeah, the dagger was
just-
offered to everyone, but he decided to attach a chain to it.
It wasn't offered. I just found it first.
He found it first and
Oh,
pocketed
yeah,
it.
that is true. Did you pocket it right
He's
away?
the only one who can really effectively use daggers anyways, so even if he told the rest of the party and offered it.
Hey, is he wearing a magic cloak too? Maybe a cloak of the mountebank?
Yeah, just pin it out
I
there.
know. See, this is how it works.
I
Now you
think
guys.
he has the robe of the Magi.
just putting it out there that I would really love that allows me to cast Dimension Door today.
Well, you can just ask Grimmeth or Floristan. They can both cast it.
And
Just teleport.
he happens to have a +3 loot on him. And
Oh well.
Just all the different loot you guys all wanted, all the different items that fit each of
+3
you
wand,
perfectly.
a +3 loot.
And Grimmeth, you get a
Purple
whole
sword.
case of Goodberry Squirrels.
Grimmeth would just set those on fire. She's like, no.
Yeah, I would have just like tossed them in the fire and the brazier or
Just-
whatever.
All right,
Hands them out to people. You get a scroll. You get a
Okay.
scroll.
all right, Floristan,
a belt of cloud giant
you
strength
would be
would
first. So
nice.
you hear the challenge echo through the empty street.
All right, is where I am at right now 30 feet away or 60 feet?
It's a full turn, so you'd have to sprint to
Yeah, I'd have to dash.
60
Okay.
feet. Yep.
So just basically skip all our turns as we get to the battlefield.
I'm not
guess.
skipping shit.
No,
I'm,
you could
I'm gonna
still do
dash.
stuff.
And,
Yeah, he can bonus
well,
action.
yes, I can. So would you say that it is more? I am more than 60 feet away right now.
To get to Aravan Square would require 60 feet of movement.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna run 30 feet and cast haste on Lee.
Okay. What's the range on that?
Oh, well, I guess we're
It's
not
30
gonna do
feet.
that.
That's the reason I was asking if I was within.
All right.
So Lee, you're hasted.
All right. Nice. All right.
Sweet.
Floristan casts haste.
And I'll inspire him. Screw it, and that'll
Okay.
be my turn.
All right. So Lee got inspiration. Florestan, as you get within range of Lee to, like, you reach out, you cast haste, and then out of the bushes,
Oh, Jesus.
crossbow bolt flies through the sky.
At me?
At you. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
And then you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this Constitution saving throw for like poison or something,
It's
or
for
is it
poison.
concentration?
Poison.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. I rolled a 14.
Okay, so you take first you're taking 10 piercing damage from the bolt,
Oof.
and then 24 poison damage.
God damn.
I'm not shook. I'm not shook. So I need to succeed in a DC 15 Constitution saving throw for my haste.
Oh, for concentration? No, it's the damage.
It's half the damage,
the
or
damage.
10.
It's
whichever's
either
higher.
10 or half the damage, whichever's
No, it was two separate sources. There was piercing damage and poison,
And
so
then
you need to
poison.
make two Constitution saving throws. One, the first is DC 10 against the bolt, and the next is how much poison damage was
24.
It was 24, but is that
the
how we're
second
gonna
is DC
roll
12 against the poison.
it? I mean, I'll do that. Is that how we want to do it? Was it one?
DM, is that how you want
Yeah,
it to be
because
done?
that's fine. Do it that way.
Okay.
Because it is two
Okay.
separate damages.
Okay, well then I passed both times.
It should be an automatic critical
Why is it a crit?
because it was
Because
a assassinate ability.
Oh,
Oh,
well, okay.
Oh, we're
Then
not
his
surprised, are we?
concentration checks are going to fail.
Yeah,
No, we're not surprised.
yeah. You
We're
guys,
surprised that something.
didn't see
No.
him.
you guys were.
Then
I didn't know it was there.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
it was there.
Yeah, the only person that was gonna beat that surprise was Braum, but Braum was too far.
So roll the damage. The damage is added on for the concentration checks. So if
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, so I just roll.
No,
I just
wait,
roll another
17
damage
piercing
dice,
damage.
right? One
okay,
extra
so that's
damage.
so that concentration save. Now roll the poison damage again. What was the poison damage?
Whatever the
Yes,
fuck.
7d6.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
And roll
Yeah.
76.
Roll 76.
Laura stands dying.
7d6. 25.
Take an additional 25 poison damage. Done.
My concentration is down.
Yeah, your second concentration check failed then. Which means that Lee loses his turn.
Yeah, sorry, Lee.
All right,
Okay.
Grimith, your turn.
Grimith's turn. Finally. Am I like around the corner or can I see everything?
Yeah, you're
Should I
you're
just move
60
up?
feet away. 60 feet away.
And I can see everything. I can see this guy too.
Well, yeah, you saw Florestan get struck by the crossbow bolt, but you're like more up behind him. So to get to where Florestan is, you
So
have
I
to
have-
expend 30 movement.
I only have 15 speed right now. Exhaustion, guys. So, I mean, if I can use 15 movement to get to see this guy,
No, it's gonna be.
can I?
But let's say you're just around the corner. That way we'll have it. Yeah. So to get to Florestan would be 30. Let's say, right? So 15 you would put you at this corner, and then I would say they would have some kind of cover. So they might have like half
Okay.
cover or something like that if you're shooting off that.
I'll move that 15 feet, and then pull out a mage armor scroll and cast that on myself.
Okay. Anything
so I
else?
now have more armor class. No, that's my action and my movement.
All right, Erevan. You see a bolt whiz by you, and you hear Florestan "Ugh," as he takes the crossbow bolt into the chest. You see the wounds already festering, and looks like
No,
it may have
I'm
been
good.
poisoned.
I'm fine.
Do I see the shooter?
Yeah, you can see the shooter in the bushes.
Okay, perfect. I rush up and I'm gonna bonus action Wrathful Smite. And I'm gonna attack him with my greatsword.
All right.
Oh!
Ooh, there it is.
Okay,
You're
so
swinging with your sentient greatsword, and you can hear it screaming gleefully in the air as you're swooshing it down. and you cut down into this guy hiding in the bushes with your greatsword for, what is that, 24 damage.
Plus, this was the Wrathful Smite. Okay,
Normal
11
smites are
damage.
D8s.
Yeah.
My smites are D8, but the Wrathful Smite is D6.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Feel
so
free
that's
to add another. You add a regular smite on top of that.
I'm going to. I'm going to. But
Quiet
hang
down,
on.
Peanut Gallery.
Hang on. I'm getting to that.
Oh, Dan, you shut up. You almost killed me right there.
So this guy has
We're only
so
in the
far
first round,
taken,
floor stand. Just you wait.
35 damage. Right?
Okay,
35
yep, I got
damage.
that already. What's the, yeah, I got that. I got the
So first I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom
against
save
fear.
coming up. 4.
4. He is frightened of me.
Okay.
He is wounded as well from the sword. So I'm going to dump a first level spell into him. So that'll be another 4d8 because it's a crit. So that's another 13 damage.
Ooh. 13, alright.
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
Okay, I will swing a second time.
Your sword is just gleefully screaming in the air.
Oh yeah. This is what he likes. See, this is how you deal with a murder sword. You let
Finish
it
him.
murder the right people.
Kill some of these bushes, too.
Cut down a tree. Cut down a tree.
10? Nope. He dodges under your slash.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. When you slash down at this guy in the bushes, you do really good damage, and then Chopper over here in the street, he goes, "You fight me, not my archer."
He's saying that to me?
Yep. You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm sorry, I thought he was after Lee.
Oh, he sees you.
Apparently,
cutting up
you
his shaft.
got his attention.
Well, that's a 26.
Okay, so 26 saves. You don't get intimidated or frightened, whatever he was trying to do to you, and he just turns away, and then he focuses on Lee.
So he just called out Erevan and was like, "Oh, never mind." Back to Lee.
Well, I mean, I do plan on attacking him pretty soon. Once I've dealt with this archer, shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah, I guess he was just trying to get you to not deal with the archer in the meantime.
Mhm.
All right, he comes up to you, Lee, and you see he just charges you after Erevan just ignores him pretty much, and he charges and swings his glaive at you. His first attack, 21 to hit,
That hits.
12 damage.
Okay.
All right, second attack, 27 to hit,
Goddamn. That hits.
12 damage. All right, and then he's going to look again at the guy in the bushes that's frightened, and he's going to say, "Yo, get your head out of your ass. We got to fight here." And he's going to get a reaction. So he just got, it's called Command Ally. So he gets to target one ally, and then they can make one weapon attack as a reaction, and they gain advantage on the attack roll. But how does that apply with your fear?
So that'll cancel out the fear's disadvantage.
Okay, so then that will cancel that out, and then he's just going to swing at you regularly.
Okay.
He's going to swing at you with his short sword. He drops his crossbow, slashes out with his short sword, an 8.
No.
All right.
8 misses.
Hard.
All right.
I don't even have to dodge. He's just swinging wildly.
Yeah, he's too busy trying to get situated. All right, Lee, your turn.
Lee doesn't get a
Alright.
turn. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So
Oh,
Lee,
yeah.
when he got hasted, he was like, "I have the power," and then Florestan got hit. And he's just like, "Oh, what happened?" And now he's just sitting there,
Oh,
gassed
yeah.
out.
You're just done for this turn, aren't you?
Yep.
All right, Brom.
Brom's got work to do. I'll move next to Florestan.
Brum, I have ouchies. Brum.
This is I haven't used this one yet, so this will be fun.
I am more
fought
than
in a
happy
while.
to be the guinea pig.
Well, I haven't used it very often, at least. Since I'm right next to you, I finally get to. I'll dump a. Let's go with a 3rd level Cure Wounds into you.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm
That just
thrilled
means
with
that-
that.
Yeah, so
Plus
that's
5, plus 5. Oh, good. 20 health.
yeah,
Very
it's,
nice.
it's not the best, but yeah. And then I'll
That's,
move.
for 3rd level, that's really good.
I do not have a bonus action cantrip, so that will be my turn.
Thanks, Brom.
Yeah, I've got other people to heal.
All right.
I think you're supposed
Stand.
to tank now. You're supposed to be aggro.
What are you
that's-
doing back
I'm-
there?
Dude, I'm moving up. Don't worry. No, I'm gonna go.
Moving on up to the front lines.
God, you got to play the bard next campaign.
So, let's see.
Speaking of
here.
bards, let's see what our bard can do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run up here. You know what? Yeah, no, that's a better idea. I'm gonna. Everybody in that little cube. Sorry, Irvan is getting fairy fired. I'm gonna need a dex save from each of you, please.
It's just an AoE. Caravan.
Dex
Yeah, you're right.
save
Okay.
coming up for Chopper. All right, so he's
Chopper fails. Irvan fails, unfortunately.
Are you targeting all 3 of them, or
That's
So
it.
fairy
At
fire.
disadvantage.
He failed.
all right.
And then no, that's it.
All right. So this
So
is
first off, this guy takes 1d4 plus 4.
okay. This is from the frightened condition or whatever you use.
The 4 is from the frightened condition. The 1d4 is from the wounded,
Okay.
from the greatsword.
Takes
So
5 damage.
5 damage. The 1 necrotic, 4 psychic. And now he can make a Constitution check to end the wound.
Before
Constitution saving
doing
throw.
an action.
Yes, that's not an action.
14.
So he's still wounded.
All right. Still wounded.
And now it's his turn.
So he's gonna be disadvantage attacking you, right?
Well, no, now it's normal because I'm fairy fired.
All right. First attack, short sword at a 14. Oh, excuse me, 17.
I'm gonna. Okay, never mind then.
Okay. Second
Round
attack,
class is 18.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and cutting words that. So I'm gonna roll a d8 and subtract that -6.
All right. Nice
At
job.
least I can do for lighting him up.
I mean, it wouldn't have helped me there.
See from around this building, another assassin comes up and he shoots a crossbow bolt
Son of a bitch.
at
At me?
Aravan.
Yeah.
This will be advantage.
This
15
is-
and a 13. Nice. So block that. And he's
Deflect
gonna
it with my sword.
ching, ching. Yes, kill the crossbow bolts too. There's a bee. Kill that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to focus on the archer.
Let's go kill more of these bushes.
I'm gonna need you to focus on the archer who is cowering in fear.
One guy's not wearing anything behind you. Let's kill him. No armor. Grimmith,
Yes.
your turn.
Just a slight shimmer. Alright, I will step out, assess the situation very quickly.
Grimmith looks like
And
he's been
send
awake
out-
for like 4 days straight.
And I will send out a level 4 ice bolt.
Ooh.
Who you shooting that at?
Who are you
I am
at?
shooting the first 2 at the guy next to Aravan,
Okay.
and the second 2, the final 2 at the new guy that just popped up.
So 4
So
ice
you have
bolts.
you have advantage.
So I've
on
got
the first
advantage
guy.
on the first 2.
All right.
So that's 26 to hit the guy next to Aravan.
26. Yep. Good thing you had advantage.
4 damage.
4.
27
Take
to hit
advantage
him
to hit the
again.
guy next to Lee.
Huh?
He's not
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
your guy, bud.
I'm shooting
Yeah, I
this
know.
guy and this guy.
Okay. And then 9.
My guy's
cold
lit
damage.
up.
All right. And
It's
then
nine,
the guy in
9
the
damage
back.
on him,
It's a 20. It's a
and then 23 and 15 to hit the second guy.
Yes. Okay. So
Both hit.
both hits.
So that is
13 damage.
13 cold damage
Okay.
to him.
Nice.
And
Then their balls shrivel up a little bit inside
get
them.
back in. And that'll be it. It's my turn.
All right. Looks like Erevan, your turn.
Okay, so I will attack. 18 probably hits.
18 hits.
It's 10 slashing damage.
All right.
And attack.
You look. You slash down, and he's like, "Yes, he's almost dead. Finish him."
16 hit.
Second attack, 16. That hits. Let's hear the killing blow.
Okay, so as this guy is cowering in fear, sort of scrambling away from me, I swing down and strike him once, and then a second time manage to decapitate him.
Nice.
So that's one target down. And then I will bonus action cast a spell. Spiritual Weapon. So that's a 24 to hit on this guy. Can need to drag that
That was
in.
the guy next to me,
Yes.
not the
Yeah.
other assassin.
24 hits.
Mhm.
11 force damage.
Yeah.
All right. What else are you
Then
doing?
I will move 25 feet of movement up to the other assassin.
Okay.
Because I want him not to be using ranged attacks right now.
Alrighty. Okay. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alright. Chopper's up. He's going to slash at Lee. Alright. Swings his glaive. 11 and misses. Second attack. Ooh. Critical fail. Alright. He like swings wildly and he stumbles a bit. He stumbles like off to the side. And he's going to...
Stuck in the wall.
No. So he isn't able to do anything else. We'll just end it there. Alright, Lee, your turn.
Right. I go. Now it's my turn. The lotus blossoms in winter for a 14 to hit.
14 does not. Glances off his armor.
Timeout. By the way, you have advantage. Sorry.
Wow.
Oh,
from
from-
Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Third.
23 to hit.
Oh, so the 23? Yeah, that would have hit.
I had advantage, so that is sneak attack damage.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that one was
mine were
16.
also-
And unarmed strike. 25.
25
That's
hits.
Codlin Kiss. Unarmed strike did 7.
Okay,
So,
23 total.
and then I used the key point to stunning strike.
Alright, stunning
So you
strike.
got to make it
Con save.
14.
Alright,
So,
and then
stunned.
before that happens, he's going to re-roll that saving throw.
It's because he feels like it.
13.
Fucker. Alright, so he saves. Well then, I guess time to bonus unarmed strike him. Kick of the Wounded Basilisk
Okay.
for 24.
24 hits for 10 damage.
And stunning strike again.
Alright, stunning strike. So expend another key point. Here comes the con save. 17.
No, that's it. But I unarmed striked, so Kensai skill gives me a 19 AC.
19 AC. That's good because he stabs out at you with his glaive. For an 11, so it doesn't hit. Alright, Brahm, your turn.
Okie dokie.
Oh dear, this guy has legendary actions.
Or he's just a fighter.
Yeah.
No, he took attacks off turn.
Riposte.
Mhm.
Oh,
Battle
riposte.
Master.
So we're gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
Hope, okay. Hope and vitality. Who are you choosing?
Everyone, all of my friends.
30 feet? Oh, yeah. Alright.
Nice.
Sweet. So concentration up to 1 minute. And they now have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, as well as regaining the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
That shit's awesome.
It's it's scary good with me, like scary good. That was my action. I don't have any bonus actions to do that aren't spells, so that's it. I'm done.
Alright, before Florestan can go, Chopper sees the new guy coming up and he stabs out at you, Brahm. 17 to hit.
It's legendary.
That will miss.
All right. Floristan, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple and say, "Hey, your boots look stupid," and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him.
All right. DC 17 Wisdom
think-
save.
I think Lee's gonna take some side damage from that.
No, they're cool. Oh, rolls a 3. All right.
Take 6 psychic damage and has disadvantage on his next attack.
All right.
And I will bonus action healing word myself at first level.
All right.
So I regain
That's
11
max.
hit points,
Yeah.
That's maxed healing. Beacon of Hope, you get max.
even if it's not him doing it.
Any healing.
Yeah.
Or gains
Any
maximum
healing.
number of hit points
Any
possible
healing.
from any healing.
Oh, that's pretty
All right,
sweet.
back up
Holy shit.
13. Thanks. All right, and that'll do it.
I'm guessing that works with potions too.
Any healing.
It does. It does.
Any healing.
All right. You hear Chopper yell out to the assassin again, and he says, "Kill that guy, will you?" And he takes a reaction against Erevan. Swings out with his short sword. 25 hits. All right. So 6 piercing damage, and then do a con save, please. All right, you got it right on the nose. 15.
So -6, and then minus another 10, so -16.
Oh.
All right, and then now it's actually the assassin's turn. He's going to try to move around you, try to position himself, and he slashes out with his short sword twice. First one crits. 7,
Damn, son.
2, so 9 piercing damage. Con save.
Oh.
That fail.
Yep.
So that's 9 plus 56. I am unconscious.
So that was 9 piercing damage and 56 poison damage. Take him right out.
All right, and then after he attacks, he's gonna go 5, 10, 15.
At least you have advantage on death saves.
All right, Grimmett, your turn.
Alright. So, I will step out once again. And I will cast Melf's Acid Arrow on Big Guy.
Okay.
So that is an attack roll from me with advantage. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
So that is 12 acid damage now.
All right. That's 20 damage.
And then an extra 2d4 acid damage
Beginning of his turn.
end of his next turn.
Okay.
And I'll step over here, sort of behind Floristan, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Nice job. Erevan, your turn.
Okay, death saves.
Death saves coming up. 15. Nice. 1 success.
So I succeed.
Chopper's turn. He looks at Lee. He's like, "I've been tracking you a long way. Now you will pay the price for abandoning our order." He swings out with his glaive. 11. Second attack. 17.
He Macy's.
All right. You dodge out of the way easily, and you see he's exerting a lot of effort trying to cut you down, but unsuccessfully. And it's your turn.
And then I
Alright.
rolled the acid damage
Ah, yes. Thank you.
from Melf's, and it's 4 acid damage.
Okay.
Now, I will do Q Kits 22 for
22
Underhook of the
hits.
Rooster.
Underhook of the Rooster hits.
And it's a
26,
sneak
by the
attack.
way.
15. Oh, yeah. So,
15
15
damage.
damage.
All right.
And then I will unarmed strike. 18. Kick
Okay.
of the Wounded Basilisk
That hits. Or sorry, yep.
for
18
7
hits.
damage.
7 damage. All right.
And then I will stunning strike him on that one.
All right. Stunning strike. 13.
Fails.
All right. He's gonna re-roll that.
Make him use them all up.
That's right. 16.
16.
All right.
So he passes.
Passes.
How long does the healing last?
It's a
Oh.
concentration up to
Oh,
1
it's
minute, I
constant.
think.
Okay,
To
so
1 minute.
this turn for my bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind
Ooh.
And I'm going to regain, I almost maxed out anyway, but I'm going to regain 11 hit points.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
All right. So you
And
regain
still AC 19 because I used unarmed.
AC 19. Well, that's very.
I know. Go attack again.
Yep. Here comes the attack. 16.
Miss.
All right. Now it's Brahm's turn. You see a spiritual weapon floating in front of you. You see the assassin coming to close the distance.
When does the spiritual weapon take any attacks?
Erevan on the ground in the distance.
Yeah, the spiritual weapon has to be commanded to take an attack.
Is it still up
okay.
even though he's
Yeah.
unconscious?
Yes,
not a
it's not
concentration spell.
So
Oh, all right. And it's not the sentient sword, is it? Floating around?
Oh yeah, what's this sentient sword doing now that I'm unconscious?
It's like creeping.
Wake up, you fool! Wake up!
It's like creeping closer to your neck. Bring me the blood. I will rise again. Fall on me. I will become stronger.
No.
Brahm, your turn.
Well, I gotta pick Erevan up. No, it's within 30 feet of me. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity to heal Erevan. So what is that? I can do, I'm 8, so that gives me, 30 points.
Wow.
Okay, so I will take all 30 points.
Nice.
That as long as, then that doesn't bring you up to half, right?
Not quite.
Nope, okay.
Wait, it's
5
5
times
times
your
your cleric
clerics.
level. Aren't you a level 8 cleric?
Yep, so 40. That's right.
Wait.
Math.
Matt.
So that
40
I can't take all of. I can only take 34 points.
Okay. Is
So
anyone
I
else
think-
below half?
No.
Okay, so that's fine.
What about the guy in the bush?
No.
No? Okay. Just a suggestion. That's
He's decapitated.
all right, what
So
else?
I'm healed, but do these guys know that I'm healed? Because I'm still lying on the ground.
That was my
Deception check.
action.
probably.
That was my action, and it was it was not a spell, so I can do
Mhm.
a spiritual weapon at level.
Dude's
Ooh.
getting pinned in by spiritual weapons.
Yeah.
Let's do. Why not? Let's do it at level 4.
So this is only a 2d8 plus spellcasting ability.
I'll put it there, and I will hit that guy.
Okay. 17, that hits. Takes 15 force damage. Alright, what else? Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Alright. He's going to stab out at Lee. 16.
That never hits. I have
Yeah.
a 17 anyway.
Okay. Floor stand, your turn.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and pick a nice little circle. Well, I mean, a nice little circle so I can get both these guys in there. And cast Hypnotic Pattern. So,
Oh, nice. That drops your, what's it
30
called?
foot cube.
which is fine.
That drops the other
Very
spells.
fine.
Alright, so attacks on me are no longer at disadvantage. At advantage.
So was that the fairy fire's gone?
Fairy
Yeah.
Fire is gone, yeah.
Alright.
Off both of us.
And now
Yeah.
everyone has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Brahm and the 2 enemies.
Okay. What are they saving against?
A shit ton.
Alright.
17.
Alright, assassin does not. So he's hypnotized.
And this is a wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
All right, so I have advantage on that because of Beacon of
That
Hope.
thing.
Whoa. Yeah, that was a good thing.
I needed that real bad. 21 is fantastic, though.
Alright, so they are both confused as shit as this swirling pattern shaped like a dick floats in front of their face. And they can't do shit. And I'm done.
Alright, assassin's turn. So he is failed, so he's charmed. Alright, Grimmeth, your turn.
I mean, the fight's over.
Okay.
They're both incapacitated. Unless there's more enemies, the fight is over. We can take them in.
Erevan
They're
says
down.
while he rolls over onto his side.
Listen, say I'm just reading this one. Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage. Do you guys mind if I damage these guys? No.
Well, I mean, you'd just be undermining what I just did. But go ahead, do whatever you want.
Start with assassin. This one is mine.
So, I will cast Wall of Fire,
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
and I will make it a ring that is 20 foot in diameter, which is the circle that's shown.
Oh shit! You enclose them in a wall of fire.
I'm closing them all in a wall of fire.
All right.
So the wall that I made, the one assassin is in it, so he has to make a dex save.
Okay. All right.
Off to
This assassin's
Train.
still gonna take half damage though.
right. So that was 22 damage.
Wait, how did it take half?
I know
He
it's
has,
DC 16.
He has evasion.
So he takes 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And this wall is like, it's an opaque wall. You can't see through it. Unfortunately.
Why? Why did you cast that? What was your...
Because!
But that is that
Because
your
it's awesome.
Because I want to!
is that your turn though?
Alright.
That is my turn, yes. I'm not moving.
And then the
anywhere.
flames pointing in isn't you sculpted it so it's not damaging anyone else, correct?
It's
So far.
Can't. That's the
It's
thing.
not,
Via the
it's not
spell-
damaging Imbram
via
yet.
the spell, I choose one side. Any creature within
10
that
feet.
within 10 feet from that side takes the damage on their turn,
Right.
on the end of their turn.
Right.
So they need
For the
to
first
run
Me and
out
Brom
of
just
there.
need to get out of there.
Well, have fun, guys.
Okay. We got this.
What the fuck, Grimace?
At least I asked permission before I targeted.
Will the flaming
asked-
wall of fire consume all that is within it? Find out next time on 20 Ways to Die.